Afternoon, good evening. My name is Mike Lebrun, and first of all, this is day 75 of our 90-day challenge and also a rank advancement. Day 75 is going to be a reminder. You know, if you ask 50 people, online or offline, asking them the question of the money-making activities, if you find yourself that if you have obstacles, examine them and see what the issue is. If you don't have enough people that you are talking to, if you don't have time, that is one thing. But if you don't have enough people, remember that FAM, okay? It's always about finding more people and connecting with them. See, the fundamentals is, guess what? Commenting on people's Facebook. See, what's going to happen is that when you're commenting on people's Facebook, remember that, guess what? The algorithm is going to know that you are doing this, okay? And it's going to create more people commenting on yours, connecting with people on a daily basis. I just came back from Ecuador yesterday, and when I did trainings, I was there for 20 days, 21 days with Lynn, and we did multiple trainings on Facebook about when you get up in the morning, Facebook says, hey, you might know this person or this person or this person or this person. Guess what? Take advantage of that. And what I do, the way I go about it is I'm going to do like this. And let's say it says, oh, you might know Rebecca. So I'm going to message Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca, it's Mike Lebrun. I see we have a couple of common friends. Facebook said we might know each other. I don't think we know each other, but I always like to send a friend request. I always like to follow online influencers, and I see here you got a lot of people that are following you. You got a lot of comments on a lot of your posts. I love your posts. I love your different photos. So I'd like to send you a friend request before. I'd like to send you this message before I send you a friend request. Looking forward to speaking to you one of these days. Have a great day. Thank you. So remember that the fundamentals is you connect with people, you comment on their profile, and so that's the first two things. The third is content. Remember to post value posts, okay? The value post is so important. Bring value to people. What do you want to be known for? See, I know that I want people to take a look at our post, Lynn and I, okay? Either it's Lynn or me on Instagram, on social media. People know that we're known for one of the most powerful couples in the network market. We are also known because we're top recruiters of the last two companies the company we're with now and the company we were with before, top recruiters. Why? Because we talk to a lot of people. And then converting those prospects into associates. And I got to tell you, I'm doing a call tonight just on that. It's follow up and follow through. People don't understand that a follow-up is a follow-up. You say to somebody, I'm going to follow up with you, no problem at all. But what people lack is the follow-through. You're following through a follow-up that was never there. Most people will just get that name off that list. Converting people means that you're following up even when they don't even expect you. Because true leaders follow up anytime, any place, anywhere. They follow up. They're going to go, and they're going to go for sure. And the tactics is very, very, very incredible because you're going to do some Facebook Live. This is a Facebook Live, all right? And sometimes I get 1 view, 2 views, 3 views. I've had up to, I think, 13 or 14 views at one time when I've done a Facebook. I don't have millions. I don't consider myself an Eric Worre. I am not a Fraser Brooks. I am not an Ed Mallette. These are all people that I'm following that I see that very often when they do a live, they've got 13 to on an ordinary live, not a physical live that they've promoted a long time like Eric Worre, because you'll see sometimes a couple of thousand. But ordinarily, I see 12, 20, 30. I've got a lady that I follow because she does a lot of weight loss and gives me ideas about our switch. And she's got 30,000 people following her, but when she does a live, she gets anything from 7 to 20. So I'm thinking if I get 7 to 13 following me when I just do a specific live, I'm doing well. So even if you have 1 or 2, this is my third one I do today, and I've had between 1 to 6 people follow me when I did my lives. So Facebook Lives, your stories, your posts, platforms like TikTok. So the fundamentals will always be there, even as a strategy and tactics change. Don't forget to do the fundamentals, and make sure that you are doing them every single day. That's the trick, okay? The fundamentals is you're doing every day, you're commenting on people's posts. You're connecting with people. You're doing content, okay? I'll show you an example. I am on a lot of maple syrup, sugar bush groups. Because why? Because we have a sugar bush. And so I comment on a lot of people, and I said to people this year, I said, no, I've been traveling so much with my health and wellness business, we've doubled our numbers. I haven't had time to do any maple syrup this year. How is the maple syrup doing at your end? And some people say it's the pits, it's no good this year, it doesn't freeze at night, or it freezes too much, not nice during the day. But Easter's not here yet, so we're still good to make some more maple syrup, though I'm not going to make any at all this year because our Max business is thriving, so I just don't have time. And so you're letting people know, I'm letting people know that I can't, but I bought all the equipment last year, everything's in my garage, I'm ready to tap hundreds of trees, but I'm not going to do it this year. So you're utilizing the groups, you're utilizing and commenting, connecting, you're putting content in groups, you're putting contents in individual chats, and then you're converting them. Okay, you're converting. Hey, listen, you really have to take a look at this. I've got a webinar tonight. If I send it to you, would you be able to look at it? Okay, so, and the tactics is where you're going to post. The Facebook, the stories, the WhatsApp status, everything. Platforms like TikTok. So, question is, how long should a live take? Answers, 5 to 12 minutes or 5 to 15 minutes. At 10 minutes, the algorithm will also push your live out to more people. 10 minutes plus. Remember that. So you've got to be at least 10 minutes plus when you do a live and you bring value to people. You know that it's so easy to talk for 10 minutes plus, seriously, on any subject. We did some practice when I was in Ecuador this week, and so some people, I said, I just want you to talk about any subject you want for 10 minutes. And everybody was on their phone, and they did a live, and they talked for 10 minutes. And some of them, after 10 minutes, they continued. Some of them, as soon as they saw 10 minutes, shut up their phone. I didn't tell them that I said they have to go at least 10 minutes, but you can go further. And when I finished the exercise, it was 18 minutes. I said, okay, that's it. And the longest one was 18 minutes. And he said, oh, you only spoke Spanish, but I had my translator with me. And he says, I could have probably went another 10 minutes because he brought value, okay? So stories, again, how often should you post? Get going. Stories put a maximum of 2, 3 to 5 a day as you start out, not necessarily all at the same time. Message anyone who watches all of them till the end of start a conversation. Get good. Once you get good, you can now increase into 10 stories a day as long as it's not a stress. Don't stress yourself. Still messaging anyone who reads all the way to the end, especially if you're posting different times of the day. Message can be something simple like, hey Mary, thanks for following my stories. And I love it. Stories are so simple, right? Great. They can be great to be connected. How are you doing? Try to add a question if you can to have a reason to reply and start a conversation. A question about something on their profile or where they're located. As always, a compliment is a good way to add. Get smart. Once you build a big brand, then you can do 10, 20, 30 stories a day if you have something to talk about. When you have 10,000 followers or more, you're getting 50,000 views on your stories. Then you're not going to be able to reach out to everyone who's watching to the end. That's when you will have to start asking people to comment below or to take a poll or a quiz so that get strategic about how you want to use your stories. On Facebook, of course. And on Instagram, too. Create a story inventory to use on your reels, your lives, when you speak. Create the story inventory on your phone. Stories that happen to you or someone else. Ones that shows up and the downs. Okay, shows up and downs. Become a great storyteller and collect stories on your phone that can be used to illustrate a point. Every point should have a story. When you're observing a great speaker, observe also how they use stories. Presentations, recorded webinars, ATM groups on Facebook, Zoom presentations that are recorded, live Zoom calls, WhatsApp presentations, especially in Africa, older demographic, like live events, younger like a short recorded presentation, really short. And however you present, these are only 3 questions you need to answer. What do I do? The system, need to create a simple system. Bingo. That was day 75 of the 90-day challenge. 15 more days to go. I am so excited for every one of you. I know there's hundreds of our team that started doing this day 1, and I know a lot of you are, at day 60, day 40. Some of you, you said to me the other day, you're only at day 25. What's important is you finish the race. Don't be a quitter. Finish. And I know some of you are not on TikTok yet. You're not on Instagram. That's okay. If we share something with you that we want you to do on TikTok, and I had a conversation with Marcy, is that, no, do it on Facebook. Do it on Instagram. Do it on whatever social media you want. But just go out there and have fun. Post, and remember, a call to action. That's the most important thing. Always a call to action. My name is Mike Lebrun. Thank you for watching this, and we will see you tomorrow for day 76. Ciao.